How you doing, road dogs? Zag is here too. Just laying here. Where'd you go, pup? Oh, there you are. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come on. Here she is. Look at that. So, before we get into my big news, I'm going to give you a couple updates. One, Zag got a pamper day the other day. A friend of mine, Melissa, um, works at a dog groomers, and Zag got all pampered, got her nails did, and got a bath. You're very soft now, aren't you? Yes, you're very soft now. So big shout out to Melissa for that. Also, you guys, I got I had sausage and cheese for dinner yesterday, and this morning had eggs with cheese in it. And right now I'm drinking a cold soda because I have a fridge. I have a fridge that's running. Finally got a fridge. I've got it in the van. I got it going. I haven't quite gotten my solar system put in yet. There was a delay in some of the shipping for some of the breakers that are needed. Where do you want to go in the van? So yeah, I've got to wait for the breakers to come in, and then also I have a 12 volt to 12 volt charger coming in. So hopefully sometime this week I'll have the solar totally done in this thing. Barring any like expenses that I can't think of, I think that I've got everything I need. I've already kind of laid everything out. I don't know if I'm gonna hook my inverter up quite yet because I think everything I could run off 12 volts, but I do have my inverter and I will mount it. I think I just need a couple more cables, like the thick battery cables, to make that work. So don't forget to smash that like button, and my links are all in the description of this video. My link tree is right there. If you go to my link tree, if it's a link, you can click it. Otherwise, you might have to copy it, paste it into your browser. I've got my tip jar there. So if you don't have any of the apps like PayPal, Cashapp, Venmo, then you can just go to my tip jar and tip me that way. You don't need any of the apps. That goes directly into my PayPal. Right now, that will go towards food, basically. And yeah, primarily food. I might get some weed with it because this is my last little bit where I got right here. So you know, I feel like it's already the end of the month blues, and it's like the 3rd or something. It's crazy. Let me take a look at these. Beautiful girl. Thanks, dude. Do you know what kind of dog she is? Intellectual Curiosity asks. My dog looks very similar, but has much longer hair. Yeah, so Zag is half Chihuahua, half Jack Russell. Somewhere down the line, she might have some Dotson in her, but I don't really think so. I knew her parents. Her parents weren't Dotson looking at all. So right on, right on. Simple life, smooth sailing. What's up, Critter? What's up, Mischief? Big shout out to Dave Lowe. Dave, how's Sacramento? How's your new tattoo? I seen the pictures of it. If you're still in that area, tell them I said hi. Dave's visiting some friends of ours, and our tattoo artist right now. So I'm hoping to make it down there on my way south. Okay, we're definitely thinking my dog Chewy is Chihuahua and some sort of wire hair terrier mix. Yeah, Zag's half terrier, Jack Russell Terrier. So it might be. They look similar. Sacramento is all right. Tattoos healing fine. Hell yeah, dude. So how's everyone doing? What's everyone smoking on? Also, I'd be a dudette. Oh, I'm sorry. I call everyone dude. I mean, I call Zag dude. I called my fridge dude earlier because when I lowered the lid, it pinched the shit out of my fingers. Again, it happened on live stream the other day, but dude, this thing's pretty pinchy if you don't have your fingers in the right spot when you close it. Anyways, when it pinched me, I was like, dude. And so, yeah, for me, it's not a gender thing, but I get it, dude. I got you. Tammy says, I hate's the end of the month, Tom. I'm not doing too good today because of the weather. Turtle Taffy. Yeah, the weather it's beautiful here. It's a bit hot, actually. I've got my thermostat. Right now, inside of the van, it's 94 degrees. I'm kind of leaning forward and trying to get as much shade as I can, but the shade's about to go over this tree, so I'll be good in a little bit. I love your background. Looks like you're deep in the forest. Yes, I am. I am in the forest. This is my forest. This is the forest I grew up in. I love this forest. This is some of my favorite woods in the world. Even though there's some really good woods out there I really like, but for some reason, this is like my backyard, my home. I know it so well, and I love coming out here. Still gonna wait a little bit before I drop my good news. I think Dave already knows the good news. I'm pretty sure I told him. Wait till you hear the story of our friend's vacation. Oh, okay. All right. I'm looking forward to that. Intellectual Dudette says, I'll give you a pass on the dude then. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's really hot, Tammy says. The weather changes and humidity kills me. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of humidity either. Thankfully, where I'm at right now, it's very, very dry here. It's not very hot at all. Hey, what's up, Cote? Hi, Alicia. There's Alicia, everybody. That's my friend Alicia. I'll be going to Boston to visit later this month. Be going there for a little more than a week and then be coming back. We got some work to do out in that area. Nemo, what about Nemo? What about him? Is he in here? I don't see him. What about him? Yeah, I haven't actually heard from Nemo in a minute. I maybe should hit him up. I don't know if Dave or Cote have heard from them. They both know Nemo. Watch New Fire, New Frog Lake. I don't know where Frog Lake is, to be honest with you. Fire it up. Fire it up. What's up, Richard? Welcome to the live stream, dude. Richard Plunk. Dick Blunk. Oh, Nemo's MIA. Huh. I hope he's okay. I'll send him a message after this live stream. Last I heard, I bought him a ticket out of Newfoundland or something like that. Oh, it's close to Mount Hood. Thankfully, I'm the other direction. I'm not up in near Mount Hood. Amy says I have severe arthritis from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet and severe neuropathy in my fingers and feet too. Damn. Yeah, this is the first I've heard about Nemo. How come no one's hit me up? I'll hit him up. I mean, obviously, there's only so much I can do. So, I mean, you guys have as much. Yeah, I'll hit him up and see what's going on. I wonder if he just broke his phone or something. A good way to get a hold of him might be to just send him a Cashapp and be like, "Are you okay?" Because I bet you, well, if he doesn't have a phone, he can't check his Cashapp. You know, when you're traveling internationally, it can be tough to stay in contact because you're jumping border to border and your phone plan changes. And Nemo, you guys know, doesn't travel with a lot of money, so maybe it's a little harder for him to get back on a line than we're giving him credit for, especially if he lost his phone. Hey, Jeannie, it's been a while. Yeah, welcome to live stream. Last post was July 8th. That's like a month ago almost. God, I hope he's all right. Yeah, Alicia's right. Most people overseas use WhatsApp. I have WhatsApp, but I don't have his phone number. I don't even know if he ever had a phone number or not. Cote would probably have his phone number before any of us. Yeah, well, let's all hope for good news for Nemo. The kid's like a cockroach, man. Send him money in case his phone's broke. Yeah, that'd be a good call. International in Europe, do you have to change your SIM card a lot? I'm not honestly sure, but if he lost his phone, he may not. It may not matter. Yeah, that seems like Nemo is likely to have lost his phone because he's, I mean, a traveling kid with a backpack. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of your shit. Who knows? Like a lot of us out here have had our backpacks, just somebody snatched it up and walked off with it with everything that you own inside that backpack, and you got to start all over. That's like the equivalent of someone stealing your van. You know, like that could have been something like that. I don't know. I'm just speculating, obviously. But I will say that Nemo knows the road. He knows how to take care of himself. He's usually pretty good about not putting himself in situations that he shouldn't be in, unless there's a girl involved. God, these flies all of a sudden. Where'd you guys come from? There's a horsefly in my van right now. No. I get it out. I'll be right back. Okay. Tammy says I don't have any of the money apps. And for anyone else who doesn't have the money apps, that's okay. If you'd still like to donate to me, I don't know about Nemo, but you can go to my link tree and go to my tip jar and donate that way. And you don't need to download any of the apps. It just takes your information and sends the money straight to my PayPal. It direct deposits it. They take a little bit, but it's much, much less than any of the other ones. There was a girl, she did him pretty dirty. Well, let's hope he's okay. Oh yeah, this is it's a holster. Got it from working. This is one of the things that we sell at the booth with Felicia. Thanks, Critter. I'm glad you like it. All right, guys. So my big news is kind of big news. Not as big a news for me as it is someone else, but I'm pretty excited about it. I guess I'll just say it. I'm going to be a fucking grandpa. Fun fact. I bet a lot of you guys didn't even know this about me, but I have a daughter, and she's almost 20. She'll be 20 in August. Actually, here pretty soon. Her birthday's the 11th. So in 6 days, she'll be turning 20. And she just found out that she's pregnant. So I'm gonna be a grandpa. I'm that old. I'm old now, I guess. I mean, I have gray in my beard. I can actually grow a beard, but I guess now I'm old. I guess that's the rules. So Grandpa Zig is I'm pretty excited about it, honestly. Like, it's kind of weird. I'm old now. Yeah, I'm old now, and I don't know what to do. Like, how do you be old? How do you be old? Do I shit my pants or something? Is that what you do? I should call my Jack. I have an old friend, Jack. He's got to be pushing like 600 by now, but he knows how to be old. I'll hit him up. Sorry about my caps. I'm not yelling. I'm partially blind now too. See, that's Tammy. Thank you. I need to start typing in all caps because now I'm going to be a grandpa, right? That's what I got to be old. And so I got to get some tips from a lot of you older folks out there on how to do this. I need to start like waking up at like 4:30 in the morning, don't I? And making it to like the Elks Lodge. Holy shit, congrats to your papa. Everyone, thank you for your congratulations, everybody. I can see them all coming in. Yeah, it's definitely I'm my daughter has a registry posted right now. So I'm gonna be sharing her registry with you guys. And hopefully you guys will be as generous to her as you are me. It'll definitely help her along the way. Obviously I'm young. You guys know that I'm young. I just turned 40. And she's also young, obviously. So she's gonna be a young mom, and she's gonna need all the help that she can get. So if I share her registry and anybody feels compelled to donate to her instead of me, that would be awesome. You don't even have to tell me, but you can tell me. But I am going to be sharing her registry on my Facebook, on my YouTube. So if you're not following me on Facebook, you should be. Just look up Zig Sehorn, Sehorn. No A. There's no A in Sehorn. And you'll find me, Zig Sehorn. Get up early, go to bed early, stay high. Yeah, don't I have to also start watching like Matlock and shit? Like as soon as Matlock is over, it's bedtime, right? Isn't that the rule? Also, like Prunes, is that like a requirement, or is that just like for some of you? I'm not really sure how to be old. I need to start like writing this stuff down. I guess I should like start like shaving a bald head, right? Like just do the sides, like do the opposite of a high and tight, like a high and tight short on the sides and long on top, but do it long on the sides and short on top and just make like the horseshoe look. Isn't that a grandpa move? I probably should do that. Richard Plunk says, I'm 73, 2 great grandkids. That's so rad. My grandmother is still alive. So my daughter has a great grandma, and my grandmother's going to be a great great grandma, I think. Yeah, it's a lot of greats. Amy says, you're still a baby. I'm getting ready to be 58, but I was really rough with my body. Being disabled is going to be a rough old age for me. Man, it's rough for all of us. I mean, I'm not as old as a lot of you folks, but my body definitely is feeling it. Like, my body is definitely breaking down faster than most 40-year-olds. Yeah, Dave, a skullet. Exactly. I'm already kind of doing a mullet thing going on. Actually, I'm not far from cutting this off. If anyone wants to donate to help to haircut, I would love that, because I don't want the locks, man. I want my hair to be short again. This is out of control, you guys. And why is my hair curly? It wasn't curly when I was younger. I had straight hair. This is like, whatever. I'm not a fan. So I'm already kind of doing the mullet thing. Baby swing is always very welcome gift to a new mom. Well, I think there is one of those on her Amazon, or not her, on her registry. So when I share it, if anyone wants to hook her up, that would be awesome. My brain says go, go, go. My body says no, no, no. But my body. My grandmother, who's 95, knows. No grandchildren yet. I'm going to do a military cut. You know what I'm probably going to do is something similar to a military cut. I'm going to shave the sides, but I'm losing too much hair on top for like a high and tight to look good. So I'm going to leave the top kind of long, but I just want it to be cleaned up, and I want this to be gone. That's a little bit much. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be a grandpa. She's got a name picked out. I for the life of me can't remember what it is, because it's some Gen Z, weird name that I've never heard of before. But I should probably learn it. I should probably figure out what it is and memorize it. But don't forget to smash that like button, you guys. 11 of you liked it, and there's about 16, 17 people in here. So intellectual curiosity says my grandma passed away 96 last fall. That's a long life. We'd all be so lucky. Yeah, I mean, I still feel like it's not real yet, that I'm not actually gonna be a grandpa yet. It'll be real eventually, obviously, like, ready or not. But right now it just seems like just kind of strange, to say that. Like, I don't feel old enough to be a grandpa. That doesn't seem like, inside I'm still like 20 years old, and now look at me. So yeah, that is my big news. Grandpa Zig, Papa Zig. And you guys want to see where I'm at? Let me show you. Let me show you where I am. This is like my kitchen and everything put in there. I've got to kind of stay in the shade because got to kind of stay in the shade because is this thing still on? Can you guys hear me still? That's crazy. I think my microphone turned off. Here, let me just unpop it. Anyways, yeah, I gotta kind of hold it in the shade because it gets so hot here that my phone will overheat. But this is my camp spot. I've been here for a hot minute now. I'm running kind of towards the end of my 2-week stay, because when you're staying in the National Forest, you 2 weeks for free. And this spot right here is free. This is a free spot, right on the water. But you can only get 2 weeks for free, and then you gotta move. So I'm about to have to move. Tomorrow is officially my last day, but I'm going to try to squeeze another day or two out of it. I've got a lot of organizing to do if I want to get everything that's inside of there. And right now, everything inside of there, I mean, it's already kind of full. Um, I got my diesel heater, and I just need to pull out the passenger seat out of this thing. And I guess since we're talking about big news today, I got some more big news I could share with you, or at least not big news, but like possibly life-changing news. Maybe not news, but a decision I have to make. Um, as you guys know, I've been doing this for like 10 years now, right? More than 10 years, really. If you count it all up, um, I've been doing this a long time, traveling around the country. And I started out in a minivan, and from there I had a 30-foot gas RV. Then I had a 40-foot diesel pusher, and then I had my pickup and my trailer. And then I had van again, and now I've got this minivan. So I've traveled a lot of different ways, and I'm getting a bit tired, honestly. It's been a long run, and it's been a good run. Um, but I am getting a bit tired, and for the last year or so, I have kicked around the idea of getting an apartment or somewhere to live. And I don't know how that would look. But that is something that has crossed my mind in the last year or so. But I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'm just feeling like bummed out since I lost my ass and I'm starting back over in a minivan and it's small space and I'm trying to make the best of it, but it's also like just not that much space. I kind of wish I had a little bit more. Um, so maybe I'm just feeling like a little tired about that. But that isn't something that's crossed my mind a lot in the last um, year or so, and how that would look. I don't even know how that would look, to be completely honest with you. I don't even know how to get off of the road. I definitely don't make enough money to get an apartment, so I'd have to use some like veteran organizations help. And I don't know how much help is available, if we're being completely honest. I'm not sure that there's very much help available. I don't think it'll be that easy to get off of the road because, for one, you'd have to stay somewhere year round, and there's nowhere that is nice year round. There's nowhere that I'm like, oh, I want to stay there, because everywhere is either really cold in the winter or really hot in the summer. There's really nowhere that's nice all year long. So, hey, what's up, Winters? Yeah, I'm gonna catch everyone up again. You did miss the good news, but that's okay. I don't mind repeating it. I don't mind bringing everyone up to speed if you're just joining the live stream. I just recently found out that Zig's gonna be Papa Zig, Grandpa Zig. My daughter is pregnant, and the rule was, I don't know if she's watching right now. She's probably at work, but the rule was that I kind of glitched out there for a second. It was my rule is that she had to wait till I'm 40 because I always felt like, okay, I don't mind being at 40. And I turned 40 this year, and she wastes no time, I guess. So here we are. I'm gonna be grandpa, and like I said earlier, I will be posting her registry to my YouTube and to my Facebook. And if you're not already on my Facebook, it's Zig Sehorn, 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 no A. Yeah, you can find me on Facebook and follow my adventures there. I post some things on there that I don't post here, like pictures and whatnot. I do try to post pictures over here on YouTube, but over there it's just a quick and easy. I'm always on the damn platform anyways. I think I'm completely out of weed. I have some roaches. I'm about to be breaking up some roaches and putting them in a pipe. That's my life. Congrats, Gramps. Thanks, Winters. I appreciate that. Everyone is flooding agencies who can't help because we're all fucked. Veterans should be first in line. I appreciate that. And I see your sentiment. Maybe veterans should be first in line, but even if within the veteran population and the veteran community, there are families, right? And so they are going to even take priority over me. I'm going to be a pretty low priority person if I was to ever try to use any of the homeless certain services, like as far as getting off the streets. I'm not going to be a very high priority person. I'm not addicted to drugs. I'm not so unstable I need to be hospitalized against my will. I'm not, I don't have a family or anything like that. So I don't know even how much help they would even be able to offer me, if we're being completely honest. But if I ever did go through that process, I would definitely share it with everyone. I would definitely share like what it is that we have to go through in order to get services. Oh, my van is such a freaking mess right now. Where is my pipe? There it is. I'm trying, like, my van's not exactly a mess. I'm gonna show it to you in a second. But right now I got my fridge right here, right there. Obviously some stuff on it. Now it's kind of also a shelf with my battery. This is one of my batteries. This is my 300-watt battery. This is my television, right? Swings around so I can watch it at any angle. This is a technically not a television. This is a portable monitor. But I do have another television right here. It's a 12-volt TV I got from Dave Lowe, and I'm gonna be mounting that as soon as I get this seat out and redo this headliner. This is all like just money that I need to get together somehow. But the fridge right now is being powered not off of this smaller battery, but off of the bigger battery over here. Right? This bigger battery is powering the fridge right now. I'm gonna have to actually charge that up again as soon as I have a chance, but I know that I can run this fridge for basically 24 hours but before it kills the battery. But at nighttime I've been turning it off because it's cold enough and it's insulated enough that the heat's not getting out, and then I turn it on during the day. And then over here it's just my bedding and like a bunch of, and my laundry and stuff, and it's just a pile of crap that I don't have, because I don't have shelving, I don't have storage in here. All I have is these totes, and getting in and out of the totes is kind of a pain in the ass when there's always stuff on top of it. So it's just living in a small space again. Really hoping to get, let me fix this. I'm really hoping to get an SUV tent so I could just back the van up to the tent and like hook it into the tent and have a bigger living space. But that really doesn't help shelving. I'm gonna have to figure out shelving in here. I want to elevate the bed also and build a platform for the bed. So there's some work that needs to get got in here, but it's all gonna take money. Money I don't really have. I don't even have enough money really to last the rest of this month. Spent a lot on my solar stuff. And I have bills to pay even though I'm homeless. I've still got insurance, I've still got my phone bill, I've still got my land payment. So that stuff comes out automatically. And food, man. Actually, food is killing me right now. On my Amazon wish list, I do have food on there. A lot of snacks, but the main food that I'd like to get that's on there is those dehydrated meals. They have those like, they're for camping and backpacking, but they're those dehydrated, just add boiling water and you get all kinds of meals. They're basically MREs, but not the Army issued kind. They're better. I have those on there, and if anyone got me those, that would be sick, because then I would be like eating just more. I'd just be eating more, because right now I can't afford to eat. This fridge, though, is helping a lot. I'm actually got some food in there staying cold right now, and that is choice. I definitely needed a fridge. Hang on, I'm putting roaches into my pipe right now. I'm filling up a pipe. Let me catch up on some of these comments. Hey, what's up, Ketone? Awesome. Yeah, Jeannie, I did get a fridge. I'm pretty stoked about it. That was the last live stream I did. I unboxed the fridge that Chuck sent me. In fact, Chuck also gave me these batteries, and he's sent me this 12-volt to 12-volt charger that's coming in the mail on Wednesday. The guy is just selfless about helping me out, and I got nothing but love for the man, for how much, like I know I've said this a few times, but the amount of how much more comfortable I was this last winter after Vanagon blew up because of Chuck. Like, big shout out to him. He was in one of my videos when I flew south and went to LA briefly, but he has his own channel too. I'll share that on my channel here soon, even though he doesn't really care about followers. But he does some traveling. He's got a cool van or a cool truck build that I'll feature. I used to run with the carnies and then the truckers. Back in the day, I traveled everywhere, but I can't do it no more. And then I got married, and then I got disabled, and I'm hanging in there. Hell yeah, Tammy, I hope you are hanging in there. I watched him when he's on, or one of his videos, to keep from going crazier than I am now. Hello from Iowa. What's up, Heather? Welcome. Welcome to Oregon. Welcome to Oregon. Hit a food box, Mischief says. I scored good shit. I ain't paying $5 for a loaf of bread. Got tons of stuff. That is a good call. I'm going to be Googling today, actually, about where the food boxes in Central Oregon are. Thank you, Chuck. Right on. Yeah, fuck yeah, Mischief. Yeah, Dave has seen Chuck's Overlander, and Chuck does have a good video of a tour of his Overlander. He did a real good job with his build. I like it. Jeannie says, my oldest van life daughter just announced some big news too. She's experiencing some of those thoughts you mentioned earlier about van life travels. Yeah, I don't know how long your daughter's been van lifing. Like, I've been doing this 10 years, and every once in a while, I kick around the idea of, like, okay, what would it look like if I went and got an apartment, and how would I pull that off? Like, and I genuinely have no idea how that would look. I would, if I got my disability raised, I would be able to do something like that. I would have so many options available to me if I got my disability raised. But as it sits right now, I don't make enough to pull that off. But I have kicked around the idea. Heather says, love Oregon. I'm originally from Nevada. I'm just going to say it wrong. Nevada. Pretty area up there, but expensive. Iowa's treated us better. I do be liking my free weed, though. I like my, not free weed, but legal weed. I don't think it's legal in Iowa yet. I definitely know it's not in Indiana because Alicia and I were just in that area. Oh, you got legal weed too. Well, ours is cheaper. Okay, dang it. Michigan and Oregon have the cheapest weed in the country. Dave says, can't you get a fishing license in Oregon cheap? Yeah, bro. It's free for me because I'm a disabled veteran. I can get the fishing license for free, which I'm back in Oregon, so I have my fishing equipment in my friend's attic, and I keep looking at it like, oh, I should go fishing. So I probably will. I probably will go fishing. You know, it'll definitely help feed me for sure. I have fished a lot of these lakes out here and fed myself off of them quite a bit. Unfortunately, it's not. I got to sneak. Oh, I see. Yes, legal weed. I see. Delaware is still medical. $930 a month is not enough to rent an apartment and pay power. No, it is not. It's barely enough to be homeless. I'm being honest with you. Like, I'm gonna make $1,000 a month. It is barely enough to be homeless. And this month, I kind of, like, I've talked about this a lot. I make $1,000 a month, and being able to do that with my money, it's like balancing on the edge of a knife. So you throw something in there like van repairs or something like that, then it throws the whole equation off, and it's harder to do. And I actually need a lot of my money went to these bad boys right here. I finally got new tire. I got 2 new tires. So that's where a lot of my money went. Plus, I had to spend about $100 so far on my solar. To put my solar into this van, because there were some things that I was missing that will make it much safer. So I got a bunch of wires and fuses and breakers. So that ended up being about $100. But I'm gonna be a grandpa. That's so crazy. That's wild. I'm gonna be a grandpa. She's gonna be a mom. She's just a baby. Hopefully, she just does better than we did. Hopefully, she just does better than we did. That's all I hope. If she does better. Oh, I got a super chat. I didn't even see that until just now. Thank you so much, Jeannie. Congrats. Thank you very, very much. I was catching up on comments, so the comments weren't actually popping up. I have property in Oregon. Build up your New Mexico property. Start doing homesteading. My New Mexico property is that would be a good option, except the high elevation makes me nervous. Last time I was there, I had a heart attack, and the first question that the doctor asked me is, "Did you just move here?" So I think the high elevation had something to do with it. I might end up just selling that piece of land or just hanging on to it, so I always have somewhere to go. But the elevation does make me a little nervous. The air is so thin there. All day job to live off the land. Yeah, it can be. Tires are outrageously expensive. Yeah, it was $250, and they replaced all my lug nuts because apparently they were the wrong sized lug nuts too. They weren't, and they swelled. So they just gave me new lug nuts. So it was $250 all together, which, I mean, I really couldn't afford it, but I needed them. Did the shake go away with the new tires? No, Dave, it fucking didn't. But they also put the new tires on the back and then put the old tires on the front, and I didn't notice it until after I left. So I gotta go back there and I'm gonna have them swap it and put the new tires on the front and put the old tires on the back where they belong, because that's my drive and my steering tires. I want the new tires up there, but the shake did not go away, even though I've got remember my back tires were all right, and now they're up front and the shake is still there. So Tammy says, "Congrats, granddad." Thank you so much, you guys. I'm gonna be a grandpa. Wow, OG. No new tires on front. Yeah, I know. Um, yeah, I would have done it when I had them put the tires on. I would have had them do it then, but I also had like 15 other things I had to go do. So I got to go back, probably do that tomorrow, and have them swap that shit out and make sure it's all balanced. But no, the shake didn't go away, which I thought it was. We thought it was the front tires, right? So the front tires are gone. There's completely different tires on there, and the shake is still there at the same speed. So I'm starting to wonder if it was even the tires. New rear tires on van, rear wheel drive. Yeah, but my van's not rear wheel drive; it's front wheel drive. My front tires are my drive tires and my steer tires. Jeannie says, I was just in New Mexico and I was looking at that Taos post you posted. Good investment. I'll hold on to it. That is right by my property, Jeannie. That spot's right near my land, and my land is way more bare than that piece. But yeah, that would be a good spot. He's done a lot of work to it already. I would jump on that while you could, because those spots out there actually do kind of go fast. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to start letting me know how to be old, because I don't know how to be old yet. I just found out. I didn't just find out. I've actually known this for about a month now. But I just found out, and I don't know how to quite be old. So if anyone has any like tips, like I know I need to start watching Matlock. I need to start complaining about kids these days and their parking. I guess, I mean, I don't want to become a Republican, but I guess that's just down the road. Maybe that'll just happen naturally. How else do you be old? I need to start being rude to waitresses, don't I? Bingo halls. Oh, duh. Why didn't I think about that? Like the Elks Lodge, or like doing country dancing.
Stay 10 to 14 days, move to a new location. Yeah, that's what I do. This where I'm at is near a ski area, yeah. You have to yell at people to get off of your lawn. Get off my lawn. I already fucking do that. Alicia, you know I'm a grumpy old man already. Tammy says, I don't know. When I get older, I'll let you know. Yep. I might have to make it cruise on up here at the beginning of the spring next year because that's about when the grandbaby Zig will be born. My daughter would hate that name. You what you want until you can't. That was hard to read, but I know you have vision issues, so I gotta ask for a senior discount. That's funny. Sneeze wrong and throw out something. I do that. I already fucking do that. I've thrown out my back tying my shoes before. One time I hit a bong and I coughed so hard I pulled a muscle in my back and couldn't fucking move for like 2 days. Yeah, I've already got an old ass back. Like I'm already old. Now I'm gonna be a grandpa and I can prove it. In fact, like if you guys look closely, you'll see the gray in my beard. That's concerning. Like I'm turning gray before I can even grow a whole ass beard. It's fucking horrible. I did that too, smoking. Yeah, for sure. Dave, smoke over there doing 101 South into Trinity. I know where I'm at. It was smoky, but it kind of cleared out recently, so that's good. Always ask for a senior discount, especially the weed stores. I ask for a veteran discount in every weed store. That usually gets me farther than the senior discount. When getting out of bed, sit up first, then stand up so the blood flows and you don't get dizzy. Yeah, you know what? I have to I used to be able to just stand straight up, like everything just straightens. But now when I stand up, I'm still kind of hunched over, so I stand up, my legs are straight, and then I straighten up my back. That's how I stand up now. Like I'm that old where I have to like stay bent over until my legs are straight, and then I straighten up the rest of me. Probably need a chiropractor. We don't have to look closely. Oh, shut up, Mac. Buy some Epsom salt. Oh, I do, Dave. You're right. I do need to carry Werther's candies in my pocket. Take more baths. I'm gonna do that. I would do that as best I can. I don't have a lot of bathtubs out here. No smoke here. I'm in Sacramento area at the moment. In Washington, the veterans discount and the senior discount are usually the same thing at weed stores. Yeah, same here in Oregon too. I wish that weed wasn't so expensive in Washington. Y'all have like the highest weed tax and the weed prices, I think, in the country. I'm pretty sure Washington has the highest tax for weed in the country. Yeah, we gotta. Do I just start shitting my pants now? Like, is that what old people do? Like, depends. Like, is that 35%? Yeah, that's fucking wild. That is absolutely wild. That is very high. I think that's higher than California, for being honest. Where you at, Zeg? You chilling? Yeah, Dave. No, I know you got. I know you have smoke. They were asking about the fires, and you were saying there's no smoke in Sacramento. 60 for an ounce out the door. That's pretty cheap. Get a power chair to cruise around on. I also, if I get a motorcycle, it's got to be a trike, right? It's got to have 3 wheels. $40 ounce Blue City diesel. Someone stole from Nemo in a Tessa says that someone stole from Nemo in a hostel in Amsterdam, including one of his 2 phones. He is out of money for food and also can't pay for his ticket home. He needs help. Please consider sending him money. So if anyone has Nemo's Cash App, Dave, do you have Nemo's Cash App? Nemo is stuck. He was stolen from. Tessa seems to be confirming that. And he is out of money for food and no way home. So, yeah, I'm glad. I don't know. How'd you hear that, Tessa? Did he post something? And does he want to come home? Like, well, I'm glad to hear like he's okay. Hopefully that's a confirmed report and not internet rumors. I know the internet's kind of weird sometimes. So hostels do be like that sometimes, though. They're not always safe. I mean, Nemo does know how to take care of himself. He ain't new on the road. He's not he's not some greenhorn wook. But you are in another country, and not a lot of opportunities to get jobs when you're a foreigner. Alicia says a remote control armchair that reclines. I need to get one of those armchairs that, like, when you sit up, it goes all the way up and just like kicks you out of it. The whole thing just lifts up, and they're like, "All right, you can stand now." Amsterdam, rough area, not cheap living. Yeah, no, it's not. Sophie says, "Congrats, Zig. Time to get you a Zimmer." What's a Zimmer? A fucking grandpa. That's really strange. That's really strange. But you guys will be looking forward to looking. My daughter's name is Reese, by the way. Be looking forward to her seeing her registry. I'm gonna post it to my Facebook. I'm gonna post it to my YouTube. So be looking forward for that. Also, all my links are in the description of this video. My link tree is there. If you don't have a Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, you can use my tip jar. It'll go directly into my PayPal. A Zimmer is called a Zimmer frame. In the UK, it's a walker. Yeah, we call it a walker. A Zimmer. Man, that's... I know a lot of British slang, believe it or not. I know a lot of British slang that is not... that a lot of Americans don't know. I ain't never heard of Zimmer. Doing a show in Boston. Yeah, we'll be doing... is that what you're asking me if I'm doing a show? There is a show I'm going to be doing at the end of this month in the Boston area. Yeah, I'm flying out to do a show with Alicia at the end of the month. I don't know if that's what you're asking me, but trikes are cool. Get an extra seat on the back for a friend or a kid, or might be fun. Yeah, I could put Zag on the back. I wouldn't mind having a touring motorcycle if we're being completely honest. But right now I'm struggling to keep this van going, so getting a touring motorcycle is probably not in the cards. Where you at? There you are. Okay. You're okay. Zag was just laying in the dirt like a dirt dog. Like a dirt dog. I guess I'll have to get me a Zimmer with flames on it so it looks like I'm going really fast. Like I could have Zimmer races with other grandpas. Yeah, I know you guys don't know my kid. And I know you guys don't have any, like, I mean, I don't blame you if no one donates off of the registry. But if you're thinking of a way to support me and support my family, she's going to be a young mom. And you guys know it's hard out there. They need a lot of stuff. And I already went a bit overboard and got some stuff. So hopefully you guys unless you want me to do it, then you can just send me the money and earmark it for grandbaby, and I will go pick something off the registry that I know she needs. So, um, let's see. Tessa says Dave Lowe got stolen from in Amsterdam, and yes, he's in the UK right now with no money. How do you know that, Tessa? Are you in touch with him? Have him get a hold of us. Tell him to hit Zig up, and I'll see what we can do about getting him some help, because I like, you guys have seen me use my YouTube to, I've helped Nemo out before when he was in Central Oregon and he had vehicle issues. We got him a new battery and stuff. What's up, Jeffro? So, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Congrats. So, maybe have him get a hold of me if he can get a hold of me, and we can, get his information out there so we can try to get him home, or try to get him at least some food and a new phone, because yeah, it sounds like he is a bit stranded out in the UK. Wow, Grandpa Zig, how sweet. Congrats. Thanks so much, Sharon. Yep, Grandpa Zig. Grandpa Zig. I'm officially old. I'm downloading Matlock right now to see what all the hype is about, you know. Maybe some John Wayne. I guess he was a thing. Yeah. Maybe I'll start going to like Civil War reenactments, and maybe I'll start gambling. I don't know. I don't know how to be old, so we'll just have to figure out some things that, like, I'm gonna smoke cigarettes and play the quarter machines at the circus in Vegas. Bit of an inside joke. I'm what you guys call, Tessa says, I'm what you guys call the bitch that did him wrong, but that's okay. I just want him to be safe, and this is the last. Oh, I didn't say that. I don't know if you did him wrong. I have no idea, but I appreciate you sharing his situation with us, so maybe we can get him some assistance. I do appreciate that. You put some Depends on your wish list yet? No, I haven't put any fucking Depends on my wish list. But you know what I do have on my wish list that would be super helpful, is that dehydrated food, the dehydrated meals that like you would get when you're backpacking. That would be pretty useful for me right now, because like food be pricey, yo. So hope Alicia will now receive career benefits. I don't know if she would. Was she? All right. Bye, Alicia. I'll see you later. What benefits is she getting? Careers? Alicia's, we're not married. we ain't married. She ain't no grandma yet. Mother likes to watch the cowboys and Indian shows. Well, yeah, that's because they're watching their like childhood and stuff. But Grandpa Zig. Like, do I start drinking Pedialyte? I need to get some hypoallergenic sheets. Also, I think that's something that they do. My grandpa, he was kind of gross in his old age, man. Like, he would live out in the shop that he had out in the yard and, like, pee down a hole that he cut into the floor, and it would just go underneath the house. The shop, it was basically a shack. But yeah, he took a bath once a month type shit. Geritol, yeah, I do need to get some of that. Some Centrum Silver. Vitamin supplements too. Yeah, some Centrum Silver. Ben Gay. Dave, we know you have for a while. You can tell us. For all the OAP care she will now have to do. Oh, for PAP care? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I guess Alicia will have to like start being my live-in nurse once I have a house for her to live in. Anybody want to give me a house? Yo, Mr. Beast, if you're out there, new grandpa in the house needs a house. Or just a sick van. Like, I don't even need a house, dude. If you're rich, Mr. Beast, and you want to get me an RV that I can live in, that'd be sick. I'm in Oregon, so it's like tax free, bro. There's my Mr. Beast shout out. But a house would be sick too. Yeah, I talked to my daughter today about this, about her being pregnant, and you know, it seems like she knows some of the challenges that she's gonna face. Which, if we're being honest, is really good that she's already thinking that far ahead, and she's not just looking at this like irresponsibly. She's like, okay, wow, like my life's about to change. It's about to be a lot different. And there's some things that I struggle with without the baby. So how am I gonna, she's asking those questions, which is really, really good. I'm glad. Um, so that being said, yeah, we had like a couple of tearful moments today. So I'm really proud of her. I don't know if she's watching, but I'm super proud of you, Reese. And you're gonna be an amazing, amazing mother. So guess you haven't heard the Mr. Beast drama recently. No, I'll be honest with you. I don't really. Oh, what's up, Kenny? Yeah, I don't really stay up on YouTube stuff. Like I don't stay up on Mr. Beast. Like when he got so big at some point where it just wasn't really genuine anymore. Like it used to be he would just give random people money, but now he's like doing these weird competitions with them and stuff, and like I don't know. It's a bit exploitive because he's got this money and he's like, here, leave your hand on this, life changing thing that you will literally make your life better. And the last person to take their hands off gets to keep it. And it just becomes this competitive. It's not like it's disingenuous giving. So I kind of stopped watching it. But his early stuff was pretty cool. You're not old, you're just well seasoned, plenty of knowledge and advice to pass on to a grandbaby. Hell, I hope so. Like, I hope that somehow my influence in my daughter's life, my grandbaby's life, will make their life better. Like, that's all of our hopes, isn't it? Granny goes out in the yard in her robe and her rain boots to do some yard work, and she still goes camping in the camper too. She's a tough old woman. Mr. Beast under fire for possibly covering up some pedo shit his friend Carl did, who's now trans. Oh, I guess I did hear something about that. I don't know. I didn't really click it. I didn't really click that clickbait. Some different clickbait got me, I'm sure, but that one didn't. Not just at illegal contest, fake sign merch, and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I mean, like I said, his giving became. I mean, he kind of cracked the YouTube code, if we're being honest. Like, he used the money he was making to give away to people. I mean, that's pretty cool. But it did get a little bit. I think it's just gotten too big for what, you just got too big. And it's disingenuous now. I feel like it started in genuine, but now it's just more for more views, and that's, I guess that was always his goal, was for more views or whatever, but uh I think that his other goal was to help people in the beginning, and I think now he's lost that. Like, he still gives, but I think he's kind of lost a piece of himself in the process. Dude, I got cold sodas. Yo, that's Pepsi. This isn't even my soda, but it was the cheapest one. They were on sale, and I'm poor. And I honestly, like, don't really drink sodas all the time. But at the same time, I can keep them cold. So I was like, I ought to get me some sodas that I can just drink, cold sodas, because now I have a fridge. I ought to get some reason to have the fridge plugged in. Let's see, what time is it? 3:30. 3:30 and all's well. Oh, I just got a thank you, Sharon, for that Cash App donation. That's the second donation of the day. And I really appreciate that. If anyone else wants to donate, all my links are in my link tree. They're in the description of this video as well. If you don't have any of the apps, you can always go to my link tree and then go to the tip jar and donate that way. It goes directly to my PayPal. Because a lot of people don't want to have the apps, and I get that. Big up to Chuck. Big ups to Chuck on the fridge donation. Sophie says, yeah, big ups to Chuck on a lot of the donations. Like I said before, he straight up made this winter just unimaginably more comfortable. I had the power needs that I had were met. Come on, Zach. I was able to get my van worked on and go on. And when I spent all my money on getting my van worked on, he sent me money for food, and he's I mean, just been I'm really glad that I have you know been able to like entertain all of you guys enough that you felt the need to help out. And it's not just Chuck, a lot of you guys have donated too. I don't mean to diminish anyone else's help. A lot of you guys donate quite often. Sharon, you're always like, you're always so generous too. So Backyard Boys has a millions of followers, makes killer videos. Tammy says, I'm addicted to Mountain Dew, but I try to only drink one a day. You know what I've been hooked on lately, which I gotta like, I've been trying to not buy them anymore, is those Monster Javas. Just not the mochas, not the caramel flavor, whatever the hell else, just the coffee flavor ones. Like, those have been my kryptonite lately. Because, sorry, I had to wipe off my screen, it was dirty. Because making coffee is a process, and it's hot, man. Like right now it's 88 degrees in the van, but it was 97. It tells you the highest temperature of the day. It's 97 earlier, so yeah, the drinking hot coffee on a hot day isn't always that comfortable. You know what I mean, Vern? Oh, I gotta start watching like Ernest Goes to Jail and Ernest Goes Camping and the Ernest movies. I gotta start watching those now that I'm old. I gotta have like a special, like, basically I need to leave my turn signal on all the time and make it real difficult to turn off. So maybe I could put like the turn off, I could make a turn off button, a button where it turns off your turn signal, like a motorcycle does, but I could put it in like the passenger seat so I always forget about it. Speaking of winters, be cool to set up a camp, long stay, small group. Well, if you're gonna be in the Southwest, dude, that's totally possible. There's actually a lot of us that do camp together in the winter. We may not camp together forever, but we'll definitely post up together for a month or two. Like that's the thing. So, like if you're gonna be in the Southwest, you can meet a lot of these people that are on the chat. Like Mac, you might be able to meet him. Dave Lowe, you'll probably meet him if you end up near me in the winter, or at least in the fall or spring, whatever. We always end up running into each other. So yeah, you'll see. If you go to Quartzsite in January, you'll see basically everyone. Anybody that you've seen in slab videos, you'll probably see there. A lot of the slabs goes to Quartzsite for Schoolie Palooza and the minstrel caravan. So. Yeah, I've watched a lot of Bob Wells. Yeah, he's all right. He gives some good advice and some bad advice. Bob is, in person, kind of pompous, in my opinion. he's not doing anything special that none of us are doing. He just has a YouTube channel about it, and he's gotten enough followers. And he's consistent about his videos, but he's got this weird like uh entourage that's always with him, and they try to like shield him from people and stuff. It's really weird, actually. It's not like a cult, but it's kind of like that. Not gonna lie, it's a little strange. But there's other channels out there that are pretty good too, but he seems to be the only one that is like educational, right? You know, for nomads, like gives nomad education. Where a lot of us, we aren't doing that. We're just sharing our adventures and maybe our builds and stuff like that. But he doesn't really do that, does he? He really just focuses on. I don't. I mean, he's got a good channel. If you ever meet him, you'll know what I mean. You know what I mean, Vern. Olds. Olds talk to telemarketers. Also, don't forget to reply to emails offering the complimentary search engine optimization. Yeah, Olds also. I need to start having some internet girlfriends that need money, especially for their passport. Like they're at customs, but the customs wants them to have another $350 to come out of the gate so I can give them a hug. And then they never show up. Official Schoolie Palooza in Las Vegas this January. Yeah, there is a weird split with Schoolie Palooza this year with the people who registered their name, because it's always been just like a gathering, unofficial gathering of school buses and stuff, right? Everyone just kind of shows up into the desert. But it's gotten so big that somebody in that group just kind of went and took the name and registered it, and now they are the official Schoolie Palooza, and they are relocating it because they are doing it official and getting permits and all that stuff. Kind of a cash grab, but also like, I mean, that's capitalism for you, and I don't have a problem with capitalism, so hard to be mad about it. But I think a lot of the nomads will probably still go to the original site of Schoolie Palooza. Dude, court site 21 and 22 don't like, not my thing. Yeah, I mean, there is some decent stuff in Quartzsite. I think the only thing about Quartzsite I really like is the fact that you can kind of post up there and stay a long time and be left alone. But I feel you, Quartzsite gets boring pretty quick. It gets boring real fast, and it's mostly just like older boomers with a lot of money, and that's not really my scene. So I don't know how often. I don't think I'll be staying Quartzsite the whole winter, so you ain't got to worry about that. But there's a lot in the Southwest to see. I have a 10-year-old blue healer. She's a handful. Yeah, I feel that. Bob's a millionaire now. Of course he is. Yeah, he's definitely a millionaire. The pirate bus. Sophie says, I have a lot of student debt. Just kidding. You're going to Cosmo? Oh, the Cosmic Campground. Yeah, we've talked about that. Yeah, Bob Wells has done well for himself with that YouTube video. Like, he has a team of people who films him and does his editing for him. He's really just the face of it, the creator. But everyone else is doing the work now, which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if I could afford to pay a camera person, I would. And if I could afford to, and in fact, if I could afford, I'll do all the filming myself. If I could just send all the footage to somebody and let them make the video, I would do that too. I would do that in a heartbeat, because the editing is so tedious and takes so long. Like, it's an all-day process. And I'm also out here trying to survive life, trying to, everything in a van, everything you do in a van is more difficult. Just getting water can be a couple of hours. Doing dishes can be a couple of hours. Cooking can be a couple of hours. So when you add all that up, the day's almost over. And I just want to fucking chill. But If I could have somebody do all my editing for me, that would be awesome. But I don't make that kind of money, and nobody wants to do that out of the kindness of their heart. So, but one day, maybe if my channel ever blows up, or if I ever get my disability raised, dude, my belt just fucking broke. What the hell? My belt just broke. I can't believe that just happened. Oh my god. That's great. I can't wait to have to buy another belt for no reason. Hang on, I'm gonna show you guys. Let me, I'm not gonna show you like that, but I'm gonna show you this. Like, that's supposed to be like that, but it just popped out like I barely touched it. That's wild. Great. That's fun. That's what I wanted to do, was replace a belt. Yeah. Okay, maybe I fixed it. I don't think that'll hold very much longer. Where is the four-legged void? Oh, my dog? Yeah, she's right here. Zag girl. There's the Zag dog. Yeah, she's perfect. She's perfect. Be easier if you had a stove and a sink and counters in your van. Yeah, that would make it easier. And I do plan on building that soon enough once I have the money for the lumber. But yeah. Living off YouTube videos is a full-time job. Yeah, probably more than full-time. If I wanted to make like a full-ass living off of YouTube, it would have to be a full-time job damn near. Absolutely. And it costs money. Is she still itchy? Yeah, dude, she just had a bath. A friend of mine, it works at a dog groomer, and took her and bathed her and did her nails and everything. Got her nails done again. And, they said they didn't see any bugs or anything like that, but she is a little bit itchy still, so yeah, dude, this belt's toast. This belt is toast. That sucks. That is lame. You know what I can use this for, though? You know what? That's not too bad of an issue. Because I can get a couple of screws, and then I can put this speaker of mine and wrap the belt around it on the sides like this. You know what I mean? And have it in two spots, like cut the belt and do this on both sides, and then screw this to the ceiling and have my speakers just mounted to the roof all the time. So I'm gonna use this because I'm poor and I have a use for it. There's a bunch of fire trucks going by right now. There are fires out here, but nowhere near me. You can't see them now. They drove through the woods, but I'm right next to the road right here. And it's kind of a high trafficked area. That's not a fire truck. And it's a super bumpy road, hard to get down, but there is a pretty good spot at the end of it. Let me fix this. Oh my god. Anyways, and there are fires kind of in the area, but nothing near me. But I just saw the National Forest firefighters go by. Man, I'm bummed out about that belt. I'm not gonna lie. Take care, Sharon. No sink, plastic tub. I do have actually like a plastic collapsible sink, and I'm gonna be building a kitchen off of the van. And either I'm building it as a drawer that comes out of underneath the bed and into the SUV tent that I will eventually have one day, or I'll build it off the side of the other door. But I'm not quite sure about that yet. I think I might just rather have storage over there and have the kitchen under the van. But at the same time, I wouldn't be able to cook while I'm in the van. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to pull this off. Either one of them's going to be under the bed and I'm not going to be able to get to it, or it'll, it's going to be one or the other. I'm not going to be able to get to it unless the doors are open on the van. Happy was itchy too. I think it was dry air. I used oatmeal shampoo from Walmart and coconut oil. The fleas are really bad there, Tammy says. Not here. There's not much for fleas here, thankfully. They don't live in, yeah, Ken says they don't live in Reno, and they also don't live here in Bend either. It gets too cold in the winter for the climates that we're in. So, I mean, I've got flea treatment, but she doesn't have any bugs. Like, you can look on a dog and see fleas, or at least see where they're biting and stuff, and I have definitely looked. She doesn't have that. Oh, Sophie, you read that as I was itchy. No, no, Zag's itchy. Zag's been a little bit itchy lately. Let's see. I'm going to I'm pretty close to letting you guys go, but I will leave you with a beautiful view before I leave. And actually, I'll just leave my phone up for a little bit. So if you're still watching and you just want to have like a peaceful, beautiful scene to watch, put on some music or something and let this calm you down. I'm gonna just leave this here in the shade so you guys can just enjoy Oregon like I do. This is where I have my coffee every morning. I sit here and I hang out in the early morning when it's still kind of crisp and cold, and I sip my coffee in my chair and I just look at this view. And I'm gonna share it with you right now, but I appreciate everyone who's been here. I appreciate your guys' donations. You two are awesome. If anyone else wants to donate, my links are in the description. I'm gonna be a grandpa, and I'm really excited about that. As always, everybody, much love. Take care, road dogs. Miles, miles.